Hey guys, welcome to a new vlog. So this month I have decided that we are going to do something super fun for me. And that is we're going to read the books I'm excited about. That's the whole purpose of this vlog. Like, I have listed all of these books in my journal and we're going to do a random number draw. Now I have assigned numbers to everything on the TBR card. So we are gonna figure out what I'm reading by doing the random number draw. There are 48 books on here, so I have my random number draw set 1 to 48. And we are gonna generate a number to pick which book we will be reading. 35. Can you see that? Ugh. And that would be House of Hunger by Alexis Henderson. I'm excited. So this one is about a blood slave. And that's what I know. A young woman is drawn into the upper echelons of society where blood is power in this dark, enthralling Gothic novel from author of Year of the Witchling. That's what I know. Oh my gosh, my camera's about to die. I'm very excited to get into this one. I love vampires, as you guys know, and I love reading about vampires in the winter. Something about the cold skin or something. It gets me. It gets me. So yeah, I guess I will check in with you guys when I get just a little further along in it. Hey guys, I am checking in. I have started House of Hunger. I have to say, so far it's pretty boring. Now, one thing I have heard about this book is that it doesn't really get good until she joins the House of Hunger, and I just got to that point, so I'm looking forward to it. But like, let's see, I'm 69 pages into this, and this is a very short book, by the way, so there's 69 right there. And yeah, I'm not intrigued just yet. I'm kind of wondering where this is gonna go, but right now it's pretty dang boring. But I do like Alexis Henderson's writing, and I loved Year of the Witching, so I am hoping that this does get better. I'm really hoping that everyone is right and that once she joins the House of Hunger, this picks up, because like I said, I'm there and I'm very excited to continue. I just need to go to bed myself, so we will check in with you guys later. I'm very excited about this vlog as well, because getting to the books that I have just put off for no reason other than I'm so excited about them. I mean, I don't know if any of you guys do this. I know one of my friends, Izzy, does this, but sometimes you just need to think to yourself, is this the right moment? And if it's not, then you end up putting the book aside, right? But I'll let you guys know how I'm feeling about this tomorrow. So what does your message from Santa say so far?
It says, "Thanks for being so good." And I'm about to finish this next one, so let's see. Thanks for being so good. Thanks for being so good this week.
So you know how you build something up in your head and then it just has no chance to live up to that expectation? I just finished House of Hunger by Alexis Henderson, and let me just say, this book has elements of it that, like, I should love everything about this, and I don't. The execution of just about every element of this story was so poorly done, and I'm so sad about that, because um, I love Gothic, and this cover just gives me all the Gothic vibes I could ever want. Yeah, so like, none of my expectations were met. The characters were fine, the atmosphere was fine. It was just like a watered down dowry of blood. And so I and it there's one thing to be said about books like this in particular. if you want to write sexy scenes, but don't come at it halfway. Like either fade to black or give us the full scene. Like I don't understand why half measures were taken, but it feels like half measures were taken with everything in this book. So I don't really know what to say about that. I mean, I love You're the Witching, but this is not it. And I am bummed because obviously the books that I have on my TBR card are books that I have been wanting to read for quite some time, or they have my personal hype attached to them. And so, huge bummer for the first book that I pull off of there to be like a 2.5 star. I It sucks. It sucks. So I have got my random number generator going here. 1 to 48. 32. All right, number 32 is Symbiosis by Nikki Drayden. Now, you guys, if you've been around for a while, you will know Escaping Exodus is one of my favorite sci-fi stories of all time. And Izzy's going to be so happy that I am reading this because Izzy bought it for me, knowing how much I loved the first one. But this is exciting, guys. Very, very exciting. And I mean, I know my excitement's going to be high for all of the videos coming in, or all of the books coming in December because of how I'm choosing them. But yes, Symbiosis. I'm super pumped. Super, super pumped. I'll check in with you guys when I get a little further into it. Hey guys. Ooh, I'm very orange today with my orange and the orange reflecting. Anyway. So I have finished Symbiosis by Nikki Drayden. This was really good. I did have a few issues with it though. The weird factor is still very much a thing for this because we are still living inside the space beasts. And the politics and all of that stuff are all a little strange because of living inside a space beast, what that entails. And it is kind of gross in parts because we are still talking about traversing like the anus and stuff like that. And being in the mouth of the beast. Like it's just, some of that stuff is kind of gross, but I liked this one. I didn't like it as much as the first one though, because there are some relationship politics that get really messy in this, and the way the world is and how relationships are set up in this world, it's all very like strange. And everybody lives polyamorously because of how the world is and reproduction and all of that stuff, how it all works. And so, and just about every character is bisexual. Like that's what it seems like. But anyway, I really like this story. I really like the backdrop that this story is set on, and I'm glad to have finished this duology. I will pick up other things by Nikki Drayden because I do feel like Nikki Drayden writes characters that I really like and settings that I really like, and her plots are always a little twisty, so very much will pick up something else by her. Right now, though, we are going to take a break from reading from the TBR cart because I have Ashes of the Star-Cursed King by Carissa Broadbent. I will post an image to make sure I got that title right. I'm looking forward to this, have been looking forward to this for a while. Finally got the audiobook of it whenever the sale happened with Audible. So I'm going to go ahead and move on to that one since it is still an anticipated read for me. And since the first book is still fresh on my brain, I won't have to do any rereading. So very much looking forward to this, and there's a good chance I might like it more than the Hurricane Wars. Who knows? Who knows? But I still voted for the Hurricane Wars in the Goodreads Choice Awards because I love it so much. I'm also going to start working on my top 100 books, science fiction and fantasy books of all time. I am doing this because a couple of people have said they would really like to see my top 100 because it'll be very different from all of the other top 100 SFF videos out there because I read quite differently than a lot of the big fantasy booktubers. But I will be starting on that here in the next week or so. I am recording on Saturday, which is very weird for me. But since I started this vlog on the 1st, I wanted to go ahead and keep up with it over the weekend as well. It is the weekend, so I can't tell you how far I'm going to get in this book, but I'm looking forward to it a lot. I will check in with you guys later. Hey guys, it is Monday, and I am about halfway through The Ashes and the Star-Cursed King by Carissa Broadbent. I have to say, I'm not liking this one as much as I liked the first one. The reason being is I'm not a big fan of the, oh my gosh, he's so hot. Oh my gosh, she's so hot. And it's veering towards that. There is a statement that keeps being repeated over and over that is very similar. And it is kind of like, oh, what we used to be, what we used to be, what we used to be. And it's kind of frustrating, the repetition of all of that. And I really liked the first one because it reminded me of an adult Throne of Glass. Now, keep in mind, I have not continued with the Throne of Glass series. I have read the first book. I don't know what happens from the first book on, but this one, we're dealing with the aftermath and the fallout of book one. And even halfway through the book, we're dealing with the aftermath and fallout of book one. So I don't feel like it's going anywhere. And that's starting to bother me a little bit. I still really enjoy it. I still really enjoy these characters, and I like, for the most part, what's going on in the book and the secrets that they're uncovering and everything like that. I just wish we would move forward a little quicker. And especially in regards to the relationship, because I don't want to spoil anything for the first book, but what happens at the end of the first book? And I get why she's upset. I totally get why she's upset. But like, we saw this coming. So I don't really get why she's so upset. But yeah, like I'm still enjoying it. I think I will finish it today, maybe, possibly. I have a very busy day today, so it's going to be based on when I can read around the other things that I have to do. I have to go grocery shopping, and I'm going by myself, but I have to start a project with my kiddo, which means we have to go get all of the stuff for that. We're doing a paper craft diorama, so that's going to take up quite a bit of time. And then tonight, my kiddo has a party for his art class, and so just a busy day all around. But the art class, that should give me a couple hours to be able to read for a little while. And I am also reading The Advent of Winter. I have read the first 3 stories so far, but we're getting a story a day. And I do have the 4th story. So I really liked Cal Black's story. The other 2 were okay, they were fine. But I'm looking forward to this next one because it's LL McCrae. And if you guys remember, I ended up NFNing the first book of her series because of an amnesia trope. And it was because I had been bogged down in so many things I didn't like. To have one thing pop up in a book that was annoying to me, like, I just couldn't handle it. And I think that I'm going to go back to her series and read it, but also very excited to have a story by LL McCrae that I can see beyond series. Because I was really enjoying her writing. Advent of Winter is going great as well, and I'm very excited to get the Kickstarter book. And I have to tell you guys this, my friend Izzy actually bought it for me because the time the Kickstarter went live, I didn't have the money for it, but Izzy, she got me a copy, and I'm so excited. I'm so excited. All right, I will check in with you guys a little later. Hey guys, I just got back from running errands to find that I have my Book of the Month box, so I figured I'd open it with you guys. And it's funny, I don't remember what I ordered, so this is going to be a surprise for me. We got some cute seasonal stickers. Look at that. Holiday Thrills and Chills, Nice and Naughty. Reading is Hot from Book of the Month with Love. These books slay. Very cute, very cute. I feel like I should be sending this to my friend Izzy. Oh, I remember now. I remember. Okay. Book of the Month. What are you doing? What are you doing? That was a little dirty. I got The Kingdom of Sweets by Erica Johansson. Now, this is the author of Queen of the Tearling, I believe. Yes. And this is a retelling of The Nutcracker. This gloriously transportive reimagining of The Nutcracker tells the tale of twin sisters divided by envy and magic and set against each other one fateful Christmas Eve. Oh, I'm going to have to try and get to this around Christmas, aren't I? That way I can tell you guys, yes, that this is worth a Christmas read. I totally forgot that this was the book that I ordered. Very excited for this one though, very excited. So I haven't got any further in my current read, but I did want to show you guys that. So I will check in with you guys a little later.
And so the bones in the house is for Fall of the House of Usher. It's really good, inspiring. You will love it. The Raven is like for the Raven. It's really cute, but also scary, guys. And the Heart is for Telltale Heart. Edgar Allan Poe wrote this, and it's so good. Now I'm going to turn the lights off. Wait till you guys see this. Here we go. Let me know if you guys liked it, okay? And make sure to drop a like and subscribe.
Hey guys, it has been a minute since I have checked in. I really had a rough couple of days, just kind of super busy and a lot of things going on personally. So I didn't check in when I should have. Part of the reason that I should have checked in is that I'm reading The Art of Prophecy physically, but it was driving me nuts that during my chore time I had nothing to listen to. And so I started and finished The Broken Girls by Simone St. James. I have never read any Simone St. James before, but I have 3 of her books. And the reason I have 3 of her books without having read anything is because I've heard such great things about Simone St. James. And let me tell you guys, this is probably the best mystery I've ever read. Now, this is dual timeline, which is something I don't typically like, but I'd heard such good things about this that I really wanted to read it. And so I had picked up the audiobook before I got it from Book of the Month and was really wanting to, like I said, give Simone St. James a try. This one is very, very different from any mystery I've ever read because we have, like I said, dual timeline, and we have a girl whose sister has died, and she is convinced that there's something up with the way that she died. Like, the murderer has been found, he's been convicted, he's in prison, so she's not trying to solve this case, but there's just something about the murder that doesn't sit well with her. And so she starts to investigate the school the school grounds on which her sister was found, trying to get some sense of what really happened. And the secondary part of this story is about the girls who attended the school before it was dilapidated, before it was shut down. And they do converge, and I really, really loved that about this. But when we get dual timeline, one of my biggest complaints is that neither story can stand on their own, and that's what bugs me. Like, if you want to write a dual timeline, both have to be equally appealing in order for the story to work, and this does that. So this is probably my favorite mystery that I've ever read. However, I did give it like 4.5 stars. I'm sure I upped it to 5 stars on Goodreads, but I gave it 4.5 stars because there are a couple of times in the story where I kind of couldn't suspend my disbelief a little bit. And part of that has to do with something that is very spoilery, so I don't want to get into that. But there's a moment where I'm like, no, no, I don't think that that would actually really happen. But one thing I want to point out that this book does absolutely exceptionally well is in a lot of mysteries, you'll get like a supernatural element. And then that supernatural element turns out to be nothing. I recently read The Stranger Upstairs, and I really enjoyed that. And I really enjoyed the supernatural element, how that played out and stuff like that, and what happened. But we learn later on that maybe that's not exactly what it was. But anyway, the supernatural element in this actually has bearing on the story, and I loved it. I loved it so much. So I do think I will definitely continue with Simone St. James. Like I said, I have 2 more books of hers to read. I'm looking at the Sundown Motel. I can see it. And I mean, this might be the mystery author for me. I don't know. But since I am reading The Art of Prophecy, let me update you on that as well. I am now, I think it's 150 pages. Whoop, let me see. 150 pages into it. I have never read Wesley Chu before. I love his writing. I love it. I can definitely see this becoming a favorite series of mine. I really love how everything is tied into the martial arts for this book, because reading some of these action scenes has been really, really cool. And the weapons, the magic system, and stuff like that that's tied to the martial arts, also very, very cool. I recently rewatched Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. Is that it? Yes, I think that's it. And it very much reminds me of that type of fighting style and the magic and stuff like that, and the way they use the martial arts in that movie. And I mean, I'm really enjoying this a lot. I've actually asked for the second book for Christmas hardcover, so they match, but I'm I'm really enjoying this. One thing I have to say, I have been on this romantasy journey for a year now, and while those stories are fun and a lot of them are good, I have been missing something like this. Something that has this great world building, these awesome characters, the fighting scenes that I really enjoy. And, like John Gwen, he does this really well too, but like I've been missing a lot of these elements in the books that I have been reading. And so it's really nice to get back to the fantasy that I really like, the type of fantasy I enjoy reading. I'm not going to stop reading romantasy because I do like romance, but it has been really, really great to go back to something like this after all of the romantasy reads that I've had this year. Now, I don't think I will complete The Art of Prophecy today, so that does mean that this vlog will likely end on me giving you one more update for The Art of Prophecy, and that will be later on tonight. But we do have music class to go to today, and then it's kind of just going to depend on how much I can finish. I really don't think I'll finish it today because this is, let me see, 528 pages. So like I said, I doubt I'll finish it today. It's 528 pages of not necessarily dense fantasy, but epic world building and stuff like that. So I don't think I'll finish it, like I said. So the other updates I have for you, I think I've only read one more of the Advent of Winter stories. I can't remember the name of it, but I'll put it up here. I really enjoyed this one. Now, I'm going to say that one thing I can definitely say about this book, if you plan to purchase it outside of the Kickstarter, I don't know how that's going to work. The stories in these are good. Like, I've rated most of them 4 stars, and there's been 1 5-star. The next one that I need to read is by Thiago Abdallah, and I'm very excited about that because if you guys have been around, you'll know that I really love his series that I've been reading. And I still need to read A Shade of Madness. That's on the TBR card though, so it might get drawn. We never know. And I'm also, I'm keenly aware of the fact that there is a story by Zach Argyle in this, and I'm looking forward to that a lot. And I know that it's the backstory for one of the characters for his new series. So like I said, I'm just very, very excited about that. But all of these stories have been pretty dang good. I haven't rated any of them below a 3-star. So that's great. Especially for an anthology, because some of them you'll read and then they don't make any sense to you because you haven't read the series that they're attached to, or it's just that one that doesn't click with you. All of these have been good. So even the one that I rated 3-star, I mean, I still liked it. That's why it's a 3-star. It just happened to be the story I've liked least so far. But I will check in with you guys, like I said, a little later. And I really don't think I'm going to finish The Art of Prophecy in this vlog, but I do think I will finish it probably tomorrow. So I will see you guys in the next update. Okay, guys, it's official. I am not going to be finishing The Art of Prophecy in this vlog, and will likely finish it tomorrow or this weekend. But I will be sure to vlog it for you guys and let you guys know how I'm feeling about it. Like I said, I'm loving it. I'm really, really enjoying it. So I will let you guys know more plot, character, world building, all of that stuff in the next video. I talked a little bit about it earlier, but yeah, I think Wesley Chu's definitely going to be an author I need to keep my eye on. I have bought Time Salvager. That's one that I bought previous to owning The Art of Prophecy, found it at the Buy Sell Trade, so I'm looking forward to that one quite a bit. And like I said, I have already asked for the second one for Christmas, so If that tells you anything. But that is it for me today. Like, subscribe, do all the fun things, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.